Is there really a need to be so happy? When we examine the rarity system in Brawl Stars, we realize that there actually needs to be a serious investigation into how well this concept reflects the power and success in the game. Especially at first, the rarities in Brawl Stars were quite meaningful, and the opening of a legendary character was a great success for the players. But over time, the true meaning of rarities has been lost, and today, rarities seem to be just a marketing strategy. So, how do we know that rarities do not represent power? Here, imagine a situation where a rare character can easily defeat a legendary character. This situation clearly shows that actually the rarities do not reflect the real power in the game. Originally, Brawl Stars was quite simple. 15 characters for types of rarity, and the strength of each character was directly proportional to its rarity. This system offered an exciting and balanced experience for a large number of players. It was really difficult to find a legendary character, and this made each new character in the game more valuable. But over time, this system began to get complicated. As new characters were added, the types of rarities also multiplied, and eventually the meaning of rarities was largely lost. Today, we can safely say that the rarities in Brawl Stars do not reflect the true strength of a character. For example, the fact that a rare character can easily defeat a legendary character shows that the rarity system is actually a scam. Over time, Supercell has changed this system to generate revenue. Since players still consider high-rarity characters to be special, these characters are often sold for real money with early access. But most of these high-rarity characters do not affect the balance within the game, and eventually players are encouraged to spend more money. So, does this really give players a fair experience? No. At this point, it would also be correct to evaluate the changes made by Supercell solely for the purpose of generating revenue. Because the rarities are no longer directly proportional to the real strengths of the characters. Rarities have become more of a marketing tool. But players who think that this situation is insufficient for Brawl Stars may want to turn to new systems. For example, by looking at the rarity systems in Clash of Clans and Clash Royale, several strategies can be suggested that can be adapted for Brawl Stars. In Clash Royale, the rarities were really related to the power of the cards. High-rarity cards provided more strategic advantages in the game, which encouraged players to spend more money. However, in Clash Royale, this system was balanced with the characteristics and roles of the cards. Players were able to establish their strategies within the game not only by looking at the rarities, but also by knowing in which situation the cards were more effective. In Clash of Clans, rarities were associated with the types of structures and troops, but here, as well as the actual strength and roles of the characters, the player's strategy skills also played a big role. For example, some high-rarity troops could be neutralized by low-rarity troops in some cases. This balance has allowed Clash of Clans to offer a much fairer gaming experience. When these systems about Brawl Stars are examined, it turns out that it would be much healthier to replace the rarities with another system. Instead of rarity for Brawl Stars, Supercell can create a ranking system based on the character's classes, roles, or interactions within the game. For example, each character has a specific role: tank, support, fast, etc. In a system in which the strength of characters can be determined based not only on their rarity, but also on these roles and strategies. In this way, players can better understand the strengths and weaknesses of the characters and develop their own game strategies more fairly. For example, a tank character, even if it is not legendary, can be an important strategic element for his team. In the same way, a support character can change the course of the game, even if it is of low rarity. Balancing such roles can make Brawl Stars a lot more fun and strategic. Supercell can offer players more freedom with this type of classification system, because in this case, players can make choices based on team composition, rather than focusing only on strong characters. Such a system can prevent the use of rarities only as a marketing tactic. What Supercell needs to do is to introduce characters to players that are valuable not only by rarity, but also by strategic characteristics within the game. Thanks to this, each player can make choices according to different playing styles and does not need money to be special. As a result, it turns out that rarities are not as important in Brawl Stars as they used to be, in fact, as a result of Supercell's revenue-generating strategy. However, if an alternative approach is adopted, such as the systems in Clash of Clans and Clash Royale, the game can become much more balanced and fun. By making a ranking based on the character's roles and classes instead of rarities, it will be possible to both achieve balance within the game and provide players with a more strategic experience. This can make Brawl Stars not only fun, but also a much fairer and more dynamic game.